Hello, I'm Elizabeth from Upcycled Treasures. Here is the page that I created. It's Are We There Yet? So first we have tags. And on the tags we have some facts about Rome. So did you know the city with almost 1,000 churches and so on and so forth. So 3 small tags, 1 large one with some space to write on as well. I have a journaling page. And this is also a pocket. So there's more facts about Rome. We have inside and on the outside journaling spaces, but we also have pockets, so you can put either more tags in here, or if you have a bus ticket that you want to save, then you can also put it in here and store it. So I think it's a really neat idea. And the last part of this is an envelope which has Rome top 15 and 15 Italian words. And what this is, it's actually a word search. So here is the Italian words. And on the other side we have the Rome monuments. Something to do while you're in the airport or on the plane. Learn some Italian words. Get excited where you're going. So let me show you how I put this page together. This is what I've designed for Are We There Yet page. First we have Did You Know? There's 15 sentiments here. Things like, did you know that Rome has over 2,000 fountains? Oh, that's one river, 3 bridges. You can print this on the white paper, but you can also print this on a backing paper like I did here. This goes with the blue color of the journal. The choice, of course, is yours. The second part is a word search, and we have 2 different ones. I've also designed this mini kit that I call Memories of Rome. So I will be using some of those pieces for the Are We There Yet page. What we have is an envelope, and that's where the word search is gonna go in, and then we'll tuck it into the pockets. There's a couple of backing papers. This one is Strolling Through Rome. It has a map of Colosseum. It's kind of a gray color. The next one is a page with a map of the world and airplane, some luggage pieces. This can be folded in half and used as a signature. And there's also a couple of backing plain simple papers. One is in blue, one is in gray, to match the kit. All those pages will be available in my coffee shop. I will post the links in the description box below. So let me show you how we're going to put this together. I'm going to start with the word search. I'm going to cut out both the envelope and the word search. Once we cut off all the pieces, we're also going to cut the little triangles. This is where we're going to fold the envelope, so it's going to make it easier for us to do so. The next step is to score the 4 lines that will create our envelope. We're going to do this on the left side. The easiest way to do it is to use the very first scoring line. So what we want to do is we want to align this corner and this corner. Just like so. And then we turn around, and then we'll go from this corner to this corner. So here is the 4 corners. And then here's the envelope. Before I glue my envelope together, I'm going to decorate the visible inside the envelope. I don't really like the white, but there's a couple of ways to do it. I could use this dyed paper. Of course, it could be also tea stain or coffee stain. This is my paper that I use for the whole journal, which is a red cabbage dyed paper. However, I don't want this envelope to be too bulky. I will use this acrylic paint in sapphire blue, followed by the mica mist. Once my paint is dried, I'm going to apply the mica mist, and I do this in the box as not to put mist everywhere on my crafting table. And I think that will be enough. I will leave this to dry and then we'll continue. I'm going to put together the word search. So what I've done here, this bigger one will be just a main page, and on the other side I'm going to add a scrap of journaling paper, and then I will glue the three pieces together, and this will actually give you a space to write new Italian words that you learn while traveling in Italy. So I'm quickly going to do this. Next step, I'm gonna ink both the envelope and the word search. As you can see, all the edges of the envelopes are inked. I also did this folding part as well. I am going to glue it together, so just going the very edge of those two flaps here. Alright, so that one is ready to go. My word search is inked as well. I'm just going to fold this in half. Place it in the envelope. I tear down the word search titles, which is the 15 Italian words, and then Rome top 15. There's a few things you can do with this. You can leave it white the way it is, and you can actually color in the titles. We can put one of them on top of the envelope, one inside. We can also just put one on the outside and one right on the word search. I think what I'm going to do here though is I'm going to actually tea stain them, ink them, and then just put it on top of the envelope, just glue it in, maybe add a little bit of cheesecloth or something. That way this outside envelope, when it goes into the pocket, it will have a little bit more interest. I'm going to start with cutting off the did you know part. We're gonna use this later. And we're gonna start with this pocket piece. So all I need to do is cut all the way down and keep all the 5 centimeters together. Next I'm going to crease and fold the sentiments. And what we want to do here, we're going to start from the bottom. I'm going to crease it just right above the writing here. And the next part, it's gonna look like this. So we're gonna turn it around, and this is 1 centimeter. So we're gonna crease over on the other side. Now I'm gonna fold this one. I'm gonna continue in this fashion until all of them are like that. Okay, so there you have it. For the next part, we're gonna need some kind of a cardboard. Add this to the size, but before I glue it, I am going to make slits in this part. And the way I'm gonna do it, so I don't want to cut the whole piece, but I want to go maybe a 1/4 inch in. So a little snip, 1/4 inch in. Same thing on the other side. And then basically just cut it's not the easiest thing to do. Just like that. So now this has a hole, so when you fold it, there's an opening that you can put tags or tickets or what have you. You could also use an X-Acto knife, so go over and cut it. That would work as well. So whichever you prefer. And then we're gonna do this to all of them. As you can see, my cardboard is actually foldable, so it has the inside, so I decided to add more journaling space. For that purpose, I pre-cut line paper that will go on the outside as well on the inside. And our Did You Know will go on another outside. I tea-dyed all 4 pieces, so now I'm gonna just ink all the edges and then we're gonna glue it together. All the pages are inked. I also inked the cardboard inside and out because, as you can see, my papers are not exactly straight. I did tear them instead of cutting, so I just wanted to make sure I don't have any white showing from underneath. So I'm just gonna use the glue stick for this. I will run it through my sewing machine. Of course, it's not necessary. I think it adds a little bit more interest to the page. And for this piece, I'm actually going just to put a little dots of glue in all the corners. So just a dot of glue. And as you can see, I'm also lining it up with the cardboard. I'm gonna let the glue dry. I will use my sewing machine and have you right back. So all my pieces are already stitched. As you can see here, I did some free stitching. I think it's kind of cool that it's all wavy, adding even more interest to the page. So the last step on this part is I'm going to glue did you know, pocket to the cardboard. And we're just gonna do it on the outside, on the bottom edge, and on the second outside we wanna leave middle unglued so we can use the pockets to store either tags or tickets or what have you. Next, we're going to create the tags for the other sentiments in Did You Know? And then we're going to put it all together on the page. To make tags, I'm going to use my die cut machine. I'm going to cut out the sentiments, making sure that I have 2 on each page for the large tag, so then I can glue them together, put some cardboard in between so it's a bit more sturdy. And I will make 3 or 4 of the smaller ones in the same fashion. If you don't have the die cut machine, you can make a template for a tag and basically just cut it with the scissors. Either way will work. My tags are ready to go. I did tea stain them and then ink the edges. So we've got 3 small ones. They are double-sided, as well as 1 large one, and this one is double-sided as well. This space here, you can write some journal notes on here. So, for example, on this one here, Rome has over 2,000 fountains. You could go and write, okay, Trevi was my favorite fountain, or the Triton, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to start putting everything together. I use the tea stain piece of paper, and I have this wonderful Stampiera stencil, which has luggage pieces on it. And all I did is I grabbed some Parisian plaster and stenciled it onto the page. I'm going to glue this. The next thing is we're going to create a pocket in which we can hold the tags. And for this I'm using a cardboard piece. So some cardboard is very easy to peel. Basically just when it comes off, it does, and sometimes it doesn't. So what I do is I spritz this a little bit of water and leave it for a couple of minutes, and then all the paper comes off very easily. So as you can see, I weathered it and it just comes right off. I already have one ready to go here, so we're going to add some paint and some sparkles to it before we place it on the page. To decorate the cardboard piece that will become our pocket, there's a couple of different options that we have. First, we're going to paint cardboard with acrylic paint, and there is 2 ways to do it. You can either paint inside the grooves. It's kind of hard to see on the saw. You can either go inside of the groove, and for that you will need a very thin crafting brush. This is actually number 5. Or, like in this case, you can go on top of the grooves. I'm going to go with this style. I'm going to go on top of the grooves, and for that we just need regular brush, flat one, and this one is 3/8. And then we're going to use the mica spray. This is mica stain in Harvest Moon. As you can also see, I left some cardboard pieces. It's okay to do that. It will just give a little bit more interest to the completed project. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the paint on just one side of this brush. I'm going to go lightly on top of the grooves. We're trying to have very little paint on the brush. You can always go back and add more if you need it. gonna let it dry before I put mica mist on it. Just wanted to show you, if you go very close, you're gonna get these large sparkles, which I kind of like. There's the other one, so as you can see. And if you go from further apart, it just gives you a nice shimmer. So I'm gonna try to achieve this look. We also wanna spray it inside the box, otherwise there's gonna be sparkles everywhere. So this is my to-go box, and then let's see what we can do with this. So we're gonna shake it well. I usually do a run on the box itself first. So just a tiny spritz. And I think that's gonna be enough. Perfect. I don't want this to look too Christmassy. I'm gonna glue this to the page. So first, I'm going to glue the bottom of this map pocket. I'm gonna leave this open so it is easier for me to place this envelope. Next is the cardboard, and it goes on the very bottom. So I'm gonna glue it just on the 3 sides, leaving the pocket open. Next I'm going to attach our there yet. I will make this into a pocket as well from the little tags. So I'm only going to glue it on the sides, and I'm going to leave a little bit of leeway here so nobody can see that, but it's not really flat on the cardboard. Perfect. To finish off this cardboard pocket, I'm going to attach a couple of pieces of luggages. This is from die cuts from my big shot. And I was going to put a cheesecloth, but I found this feather, and I think it's gonna look cute, just right underneath. And then I'm gonna place the 2 luggages. I think it kind of gives a little bit flimsy look to the cardboard, so we start with that. And of course you can go with the cheesecloth or lace, that would work too. But I like this feather, so that's what I'm gonna do. And the last, I'm gonna put this Glassine stamp that says we arrived. Just tuck it in behind the luggages here. Just a tiny glue to hold it. So here is the complete pocket. For the next step, I'm going to tear off the "Did you know" sentence. I did decide to go with the white one, which I'm going to tea stain to kind of keep with the tags that I've made and the background of this whole page. Once I tea stain it and ink it, I'm going to actually turn this into glassine paper. So then that way when we place it on the page, it will actually show through the map that's underneath. So I'm gonna go and tea stain those, turn them into glassine, and I'll be back. I'm just going to attach it to the page. I will post the link to my video showing how to make glassine paper. I'm also going to attach Drum Top 15 and 15 Italian words. This is the envelope that contains the word search. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to attach string to the tags. What I used here is leftover thread that I had from sewing the pieces, but of course you can use anything else, like maybe a piece of lace, wool, whatever you have on hand. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine the black and brown thread and we fold it in half and then just pull it through just like that. I'm gonna tie the ends and trim it to size. And so here is the second one. Now that I have everything assembled, we are going to put this page together. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this journaling page behind our cardboard piece in the envelope with word search. We'll go right behind it. We're going to put this large tag in a pocket that we created from Are We There Yet sentiment, and then our 3 tags will go right in front of it. Hope you like this page and the tutorial. I will post the link to my coffee shop down below, as well as link to how to make glassine paper. See you next time. Have a great day. Bye for now.